Hey everybody, welcome to Talk Daily. My name is Eddie, and today we're going to be talking about a subject that I'm pretty sure a lot of you are aware of, and that is the increase in prices of gasoline. This is according to AAA, and it shows you the average national average as of today, and that's the February 11, 2022. It's $3.48 per gallon, and it shows the various state they paying more. For example, what I live in California, we're paying $5 a gallon for premium and the regular $4.65, and diesel $4.96. Um, so I'm just gonna. I understand that California is in a particular situation that is taxed a lot. So all I'm doing, I'm just presenting you the data. I'm asking you, the viewer, to let me know what you think about it, because I personally have my opinion, and my opinion is tend to be too harsh. So I just want to be a little bit neutral right now before I kind of give you my opinion at the end of the segment. This is an article right here by the Sacramento Bee. Again, I'll have a link to everything I'm showing you in the description below, as always. This is an article by in the Sacramento Bee written by David Lightman, and it's talking about California gas prices rising due to inflation. And here's what the governor Newsom has plans for it. I'm not going to read it phrase by phrase, but he's basically saying, okay, we're holding a taxation. That's supposed to be like a tax going on in July, but he's holding it. He's doing the delay for it. He said the scheduled increase in 2023 and 2024 could be also delayed should economic condition warrant it. So they're saying, okay, we're giving you guys a little break. And then he goes on, the article goes on saying that the gas prices are going up and we're paying the most because we have a lot of taxation. He goes, while taxes are not the sole reason for the higher prices, they are a factor. California per gallon tax rose from 51.1 cents a gallon in July 1st, up from 50.5 cents. The diesel fuel tax also went up to 38.9 cents a gallon, up from 38.5 cents. Again, this is up from before. It just keeps going up. When the federal taxes and other taxes fees are added, see, there's federal taxes and other taxes. That's what I'm asking you. What other taxes? How much taxes are we paying? Are added in. A gallon of gasoline in California reaches 86 cents for those costs. So we're paying about 90 cents. It says 86, but whatever, 90 cents. Extra, 86, let's be accurate, 86. So the state tax increase is supposed to change in July 1st. Okay, so he's not doing that. He's not implementing their extra tax. So we're paying a lot for gas. And I'll show you this little graph again. This is from lao.ca.gov. It shows this nice little graph, and it should give you an idea of 2006. I remember this. I remember when gas was $2.50. I remember that. And then went up now to about 5. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. There was a huge dip here, and you could say, okay, war and whatnot. And I understand inflation goes up and down, but um, this climb, that was a climb here when the stock market kind of took a dip, and now we have something similar here. The crisis of 2008. Again, I don't know. You let me know what you think. To me, I honestly don't have answers to these questions because the gas prices are obviously there's a problem here with inflation. There a lot of the articles when you Google it, a lot of the articles you get is saying that it's just people are not working, refineries, COVID and whatnot. People are not working, and everybody has their opinion, whatnot. But our facts are you have less people are working, so they're not able to manufacture it. So to that, I ask you, the viewer. I made a video, the one before this. I made it about the electric car and then spending $5 billion for the next 5 years to put electrical charging station alongside the highway. Um, my question to you, the audience, is this the time for it when we're in this kind of phase right here? When things are really, really expensive and everything costs a lot of money and we're going up, this graph goes up, 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 up the cost. Is this the time right now for us to do it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Getting an electric car right now, it just seems to be a little bit out of reach, and they're not cheap. I mean, I have a lot of videos about electric car. I think they're amazing, but the technology is new, and there is no used electric car that you can get currently fully electric. Of course, you can get a secondhand. Anything can be a secondhand. You can buy it and sell it the next day it's used, but it doesn't mean that it's really a lot of people can afford it. And I'm finding it. I'm kind of really really worried because I'm looking at this graph and this is, I mean, they showed you like a nice little plateau over here because don't forget this is 2021, not 2022. We know this thing just went up again. Okay, these numbers. Everybody's living in the United States, and I know in the world is. I'm just giving an example. In the United States, people are hurt, man. People are hurt. This is affecting the bottom line of whatever you purchase on the table. These prices affect everything at the end of the day. So my question I have for you, another question that I have, why not focusing on the infrastructure? Why don't we go first with infrastructure, how using that money to help, I don't know, all the trucks and moving things along, and it it feels like going to the person who's driving his car to get to work and going to the electric route is. I understand is they want to do that transition, but at the same time, I think there is a lot of other problems out there, and I'm trying to be optimistic, but I'm doing my best to be optimistic, but uh, not taking sides, right and left. I'm the kind of guy. I'm always been kind of in the middle. Where I look at both sides and say, okay, but it's. I mean, I've never been an extremist on both ends, but looking at this just from a neutral perspective, spending $5 billion on the highway project seems to be a nice idea, but there's a lot of other problems out there, and getting an electric car is tough. Like in California, for example, I just thought if you guys don't notice, a lot of cars get the catalytic converter stolen. Is a thing that people do, right? And when that happens to you, you spend a lot more money trying to repair your car. So a car becomes, I understand, you get an electric car, you don't have to worry about that problem, right? You have to worry about smog. It's nice, but again, just like everything else, if you have the money, no problem. No problem. If you always have money, if you're rich, none of these things affect you. If you're wealthy, then if that graph goes to $20 a gallon, you don't care because you have money. So the question I have for you is, these prices go up, and what's the end? I don't know. They're gonna giving you stimulus checks. They raise the prices here, and then they give you free money here. I don't know. I personally have my own business, and I it's not easy. I have a little small business, and it's not easy. I'm pretty sure you, the viewer, have your own business and you have your own trouble, and you realizing that this economy, things are changing very rapidly. I mean, again, I'm old enough where I remember 2006. I remember 2007. I remember 2008. And I remember when we had a little dip over here, and when gas prices were up and they went down and they went up again. But it is the we never had. I never had was worried that okay, everything is gonna keep going up, up, up. This $5 billion the plan to build these electric highways and stuff, it scares me because I'm starting to realize like, wait a minute. This graph is just going to keep going up because they're going to tell you, well, why don't you buy an electric car? And that's the core of my problem. That is so un-American. I'm starting to feel like Big Brother knows best. Big Brother knows best. Big Brother knows best. They know what's best, and I need to just comply, comply, comply. And it's difficult. It's really difficult. You don't see other avenues. You're just seeing one road. They in the article it shows the transportation secretary of energy is looking at a Mustang E and saying it's a really nice car, and again this is about my feeling about that video. It's just I read it and I was like, okay, that's what he's saying. That's good. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, if I give you a brand new car, would you say it was nice? I mean, most of us have bills and this affects your bill. This affects the bottom line. So me adding a car note on top of that will affect you. Um, it's hard for me to sit here and support any side. I'm just looking at it as like, man, this is a tough time to be in, and this is something like close like the 2008 when we had the financial crisis. But unfortunately, when things kind of picked up and a lot of companies were bailed out, that's why this thing happened because the government were like, here's money, you're too important to fail. In this situation here, what's going on is that brand new corporations are getting that $5 billion. $5 billion, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money going into the electrical grid increase, a lot of companies are going to get rich. And if you're one of them, if you work on a project, good for you. I'm happy. Some people are becoming successful and making money off of it. It's just that I feel that this graph is just going to keep going up, and you, the viewer, and me included, going to get to the point where the only thing you can buy is an electric car. And that's you got to acclimate your money and your life on that. Again, it's difficult because if you live, a lot of people might not have access to charger. Again, they're saying they're gonna try to figure out these problems. I just can't help to find that these problems are gonna be basically more money, and I don't know. So that's my point. I just feel like your choice is not there. You're not gonna have much of a choice. You're gonna be stuck with paying a lot of money for gas and keep your gasoline car, or go to the electric and spend a lot of money on an electric car. And I don't know. Let me know what you think. I personally, again, if you have money, money fixes everything. Money fixes everything. So I understand that. Okay. But making money is hard, and having an extra bill is not easy. So um, I'm personally starting to save up for an electric car because I know that day is gonna come where I'm gonna say goodbye to my Honda Accord. It did me great. I bought it. I literally bought my Honda Accord right when the dip was happening. My 2007 Honda Accord, and I loved it. And it served me all these years, and I never complain about it. But it's getting to that point where, um, if really this graph is just gonna keep going up to $10 a gallon, it's probably gonna go up to 5, then 5.50. It's already at 5 in Cali. And that price, look at it. We're here at 5. So that price is gonna go up to 5, 5.50, 6, and remember everything else was going up. Unfortunately, the diesel, and that's the number that scares me the most because everything we eat, everything we use depends on that gas and on that diesel. Diesel powers everything. These numbers are cute, but all the big rigs, everything that we have on our table is because of diesel. Diesel moves everything, and diesel is expensive, man. Expensive throughout. And so I don't know. I mean, I was hoping that that money will go, that $5 billion, money, federal money for electrifying, the highways. I was hoping that would go into solving the diesel issue, having a fleet of nothing but electric, big rigs. But again, I don't know. Maybe they're starting the solution to this problem. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I don't want to be sitting here being negative and saying, oh, change is bad. I just want things to be cheap because I want them to be cheap. Obviously, things cannot get cheap because I just want them to be cheap. There's a reason things are going up. As we said, like less people working, COVID, inflation. But I don't know. It just feels like everything's getting channeled into like this. We know best. We know best. This is the plan. We know best. And if you're watching this and you're not from the US and you think to yourself it's not your problem, well, trust me, everybody copies the United States. Everybody. United States starts a trend, and at least all in the Western world has just copied. It's not a compliment or anything. It's not like it's good or bad. It's just simply United States kind of dictates some kind of a strategy, and other people look at it and they say, "Ooh, that's a good idea. Let me try it." And if you live in again, it's not about outside because I know you have automated transportation. Again, some places you could use the train, etc. This might not affect you. I'm just talking specifically about just gas prices in the U.S. and in the states, and its effect on the bottom line, and everything bottom line. So, anyways, let me know what you think. This has been like my little rant, somewhat. Hopefully nothing I said to you was really brand new news, but do let me know what you think. I am I'm gonna hold on, trying to be optimistic that these numbers are just temporary, and this graph is eventually gonna stabilize somewhat, and I hope it's not gonna skyrocket, and they will build electric stations every 50 miles on the freeways, and that's not gonna affect the gas prices, and hopefully that will alleviate the price of gas because more people will drive electric cars. That's the dream, right? You're just gonna go out there and get an electric car. Oh, look, I can charge it. It takes only 15-20 minutes to charge my car, and people would do so, and I'll be driving my Honda Accord happily ever after throughout down the years. Yeah, sure. Anyways, on this oh man, on this bombshell, let me know what you guys think, and as always, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and yeah, stay positive. Things will be all right. Everything, you know what? At the end of the day, everything will figure itself out, right? Even a dumpster fire shuts off eventually, right? It consumes itself. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.